you guys, Crimson Desert is finally here, and let's be real, it's one of the most demanding open world games we have ever seen. And honestly, in the last 10 to 15 years, this game tops the charts. Pro Abyss new black space engine looks incredible, but if you don't tweak your settings, your frame rate is going to drop faster than a mercenary in a dragon pit. Today, I'm breaking down the best optimized settings to get you that buttery smooth 60 FPS without making the game look like a potato. We got setups for budget rigs, mid-range warriors, and the 4K Ultra enthusiasts. Let's dive right in. So before we jump into the presets, you need to know which settings actually move the needle. Lighting quality, this is a big one. It controls the global illumination. Dropping this from max to ultra or to high can give you a massive 15 to 20% FPS boost. Almost no noticeable visual loss. We're going to jump into the settings now just to show. So my current settings, what I am running is I'm actually running my video on high. I'm running everything on high. You can see my FPS counter in the corner, 177. Everything's on high. Advanced weather effect is actually turned off, but that is for a good reason. And I'm going to tell you guys why, or show you guys why later on in this video. Another thing that's a big one is shadow quality. Shadows are notoriously heavy. Unless you're on a 50 series card, keep this at ultra or high. Going to low causes distracting flickering at distance, so try to avoid that if you can. I'll just show you guys really quick. I'll turn this to low, and also I'll turn lighting quality over to, let's see. Let's go lighting quality max. Let's just see what this looks like. So guys, I'm running on a 4080 Super, and it's not that bad. It's not affecting my PC that much, but on a lower end PC or a 30 series, you're gonna have some trouble with this. So I wanna show you pretty much the high end 4070s and above sweet spot for what you want on your rig. Settings wise, that is. So the number one thing, so if you're running a 4070 or above, you can easily run ultra or cinematic, but we'll just show you what what looks like on cinematic. I don't like how it looks. I mean, it's very demanding. As you've seen, my FPS counter dropped. It'll drop drastically. I don't have one on screen, but this is at cinematic. It doesn't look bad, but the one thing that I don't like about it is the kind of fogginess that happens. It, like, you see the meshes and the textures, it kind of looks, I don't know, just kind of muddy. And that's just simply because my PC is just having a hard time running it, and I'm also recording this video. Maybe if I wasn't recording this video in OBS, then it may give me a little bit better performance, but as you can see at the top up there, it kind of looks just kind of washed out a little bit. So you can always run cinematic or ultra, but what I highly recommend is running your system at high. High settings is going to be the sweet spot for this game. Advanced weather effect, we can turn this on. I'll apply it. But high gives me so much better quality. Look at the buildings, look at the character models.
Birds of a feather,
everything is looking really, really sharp, really good. Their faces don't look muddy. The ground looks good. Everything looks really, really, really good. The flames look good. Let's just run through the city. This is where it becomes very demanding on FPS. You can see the effects on the ground. Everything is looking good when I run around. Yeah, it's not that bad. So definitely run your system at high if you're running on PC. And I will cross compare this with also running it on low, just to give you guys a good idea of what minimum would look like on a 4080 Super. I might have amazing FPS, but the game is looking like a potato. Everything is shimmering. Everything is just kind of everywhere. Player models, let's see their faces. Just want to see someone's face. Yeah, there's really no detail. Mustache is kind of flat. Everything's just kind of, it's kind of flat. But if you don't have the PC that can run at high, then run it at low. It still will work. At least you'll be able to play the game. You'll get some shimmering effects, but you will be able to play the game. But my sweet spot for most players is going to be high. Definitely go for high. Absolutely. That's going to help you out tremendously with FPS. Switch mine back over to high. Turn my advanced weather effect on. Apply. So that is perfect. Now, another setting that a lot of players kind of skip over that you don't really notice in the beginning of the game, and that is going to be your input. So this one is a big one. So once you start the game, you don't notice it because you're in a fight, you're in the fight scenes, you're kind of, your camera movement is, it feels okay. It seems like it's good. But once you get into the real world and you go first person, the camera movement is extremely slow, dreadfully slow. Turn up your camera speed. If you're on controller, which I'm playing on PS5 DualSense, turn up your camera speed and acceleration. I'm running mine at 84 and 84. This is actually really, really good. I can spin really good. If I go first person, it doesn't make me nauseous. You know how some games can make you nauseous in first person. This looks really, really good. So this works for me. Of course, that's a personal preference, but it is something I wanted to show to you guys because that is kind of important to be able to just kind of spin around and look around while you're moving around and not moving or spinning at a crawl like a snail. It's just not it. It's just not it. Now, one more thing I want to show you guys before we go, and that is also in settings. So when the game first starts, it actually cues you in. Let's see. It cues you at the video settings. It's set to, honestly, I'm set at 4K, but I should turn this down to 1440, which that's my monitor. Now, it's also set at default at like I don't know what, it was an odd setting, like 1280 by 960. And also the upscaling modes were turned off. Turn on Nvidia DLSS if you have a graphics card that could take it, or just run AMD, but I am running Nvidia DLSS set to quality. DLSS frame generation is turned on. Ray reconstruction is turned off. That is a RAM killer. Do not turn that on. But guys, that is overall, I think, the best settings for most players in this game. That is going to give you the best quality out of this game. Trust me, you have to use these settings because they are going to change the way your game feels, looks, plays, everything. It is absolutely necessary to run these specific settings. Guys, if you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate it if you dropped a like down below. Subscribe if you want to see more. Till next time, I'll see you in the next one.